way.
You are a monster. The sooner you accept it, the better off you'll be.
Damn, son. I thought Tommy and his mom had issues. Guys, what it is, what it do, it's your boy Cape the Informer back in the building for yet another episode breakdown of Power Book Part 2, Ghost. And the pot keeps overflowing with betrayal, guilt, just straight debauchery. It's great, trust me. For the newbies possibly seeing me for the first time, I do these recaps every week, so do it up on that like and subscribe button so you're not left out. Episode 9 is titled Monster, and we've come across a good many in just the last couple episodes. Namely, Kane and his new business associate, Little Guap. We entered the episode watching them dispose of a couple bodies, of which were the old GTG members that Kane had to take care of. Little Guap was just over there looking happy. He wasn't one of them being cut up and put into those tin barrels. And this was just the start of their beautiful friendship, as with their new business arrangements, Kane has taken over half of all his drug earnings, and with that he's also decided to start moving weight with Little Guap personally, giving the Tejada family unneeded competition. Monet won't budge on this decision to kick Kane out of the family and tells Drew he needs to step up now, which prompts him to find Kane and try to squash things. To no avail, obviously Kane is just as stubborn as Monet. However, Drew foresees this being a big problem when their main supplier finds out, which it definitely was. Stay tuned for that. This is definitely a huge problem for Monet. However, it isn't her only problem, as she soon finds out that her nephew Zeke has been pillow talking with the advisor whose cheeks he's clapping on the side. Carrie, unbeknownst to me, used to be a prosecutor and puts back on that hat to tell Zeke he has to come forward about what he knows about the night he got jumped by the GTG dudes, which would implicate his family members, so Monet not having that. She let Carrie know personally that wasn't going to go down, and if it did, she'd be forced to leak her secret meetings with Zeke to the public, which would of course result in her losing her job. Crisis averted? Honestly, probably not. Carrie is one of those nosy characters that ain't gonna stop until it's too late. Anyways, like I mentioned before, she has more problems to deal with, which now includes Tariq, as Rico withheld her usual pill shipment, which we later figure out he's given to Kane and Guap, which means that Tariq has to run that hard white for the time being, which he's a little bit more than apprehensive about since Stansfield is currently crawling with feds after the murder of that GTG goon from the last episode. Brayden, after the two kiss and make up, gives him the idea of linking back up with Effie at Yale to have her move it on campus over there. Things between her and Tariq are still rocky as well. However, she's still willing to do business with him, but she has decided to keep distance between them for the time being. But it's all good. Tariq got some money in his pocket now, which he's going to need really soon because his mama, Tasha, is in trouble again. Let me explain. So, you remember that whole little Sachs and Davis collaboration that came about that we all knew was going to blow up eventually? One of the prosecutors working with Sachs followed him and Davis to Epiphany's house and took pictures of their meeting. They planned to have her take the stand and implicate Tariq in the drug business. However, when she didn't show up for court, Sachs figures Davis tried to set him up, so in return he tries to set Davis up via the pictures of their meeting, which he just found out about himself. Either way, they realize they can't trust each other. Duh. They never could from the get-go. And the whole reason Epiphany never actually showed up was because Tariq was able to bribe her to leave the city. For how long, we have yet to figure out. However, they deal with the Epiphany issue for now, but that does leave Tariq short with the money that was meant for Monet. With no further tricks up his sleeve, he comes clean to Monet and tells her straight up that he had to use the money to help his mom. Monet seemingly understands. She still needs to ice him though, but she understands. Right before she's able to do it, and right in the middle of Tariq confessing all of his sins, Rico pulls up and lets loose on Monet's whole bar. They're all able to hit the floor by the time the bullets start flying, and in the dumbest turn of events, Drew stands up to, I don't know, try and retaliate? Anyways, he gets lit up and Kane arrives right after to help take him to the hospital. It does look like Drew will make it. However, Monet has become more adamant in her choice to excommunicate from Kane. In fact, she even threatens his life this time around. Talk about toxic. She blames him more than ever now, since Rika was only trying to take Monet out because he has Kane running her shipment now. Monet is now just loose ends. Kane needs someone to blame, so he calls up his friendly neighborhood dirty cop, Ramirez, to hopefully get him to clear up some things with him and Monet. As soon as he realizes he can't help, Kane kills him which, I mean, let's be honest, he's wanted to do for quite a while. So Kane has fully gone rogue, which means his own family isn't safe around him at this point. It's clear that either Monet will have to put him down herself or vice versa. Tariq needs to watch his back too. However, with the new knowledge of Davis going rogue on him, he's reached out to Tamika to represent him on the stand, where he's come to the decision to come clean about his father's death. Do you think Tariq really has it in him? He did seem like his sins were weighing on him heavy this episode. If he does go through with it all, everything he's done up to this point will be for honestly nothing. Either way, next week is the finale and we'll all wrap up there, but definitely leave me your predictions in the comments below. Don't forget to give this video a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys all for episode 10.